Hey guys, welcome back to this video. This is the second to last lecture, and in this one we're going to be just adding some finishing touches to the game and fixing a couple of issues that I found in the game. We're going to start off by opening up BR Game Instance. If you're ever looking for something, by the way, the easiest way I've found is to click on the content folder and then just use the search box here, and so we're going to search for BR Game Instance. We can open that up, and the first thing I'm going to fix is that we find sessions, but once we've made a session we never destroy it. The easiest way to remedy this is I'm just going to drag out and type destroy session, and then I'm going to plug my player controller in here, and we'll disconnect this top one. So when we have either successfully destroyed or failed to destroy our session, then find new sessions. This will guarantee that if we have any existing sessions created, we'll destroy them first before we go on to make new ones. And this fixes an error where we can't find games otherwise. The other thing I want to do is go to Edit, Project Settings, Maps and Modes, and where it says Game Default Map, select Main Menu. This is because when we boot the game up, we want it to take us to the main menu. I'm also going to change the post-match screen. Currently it doesn't tell you if you're the winner or if you lost or anything, it just tells you that the game is over. Let's go ahead and bind, and I'm going to call this Get Game Over Text. And what we're going to do is we're going to get the owning player, and then we're going to get that player's player state and cast it to our BR player state. And the reason we're doing this is so that we can check what your placing was, and then based on what your placing is we can set the text to be different. So get placing, and we're going to say that if your placing is equal to 1, if you got first place in the game, so we're going to make a branch here. So if you got first place in the game, we're going to say Victory Royale. If you didn't get first place, we'll say Game Over, and then we'll tell you what your place was. So Game Over. In fact, let's do a format text here. So we're going to drag out and type format text, and then we're going to say Game Over your placing, and then in curly brackets we're going to do placing, and then we're going to connect placing up like that. So now when we end the game, it should actually tell us our placing in the game, or it should say Victory Royale if we won the game. I'm going to go ahead and test this out with 3 players in the game. Okay, so you can see that on the winner it says Victory Royale. On the person that came second it says Game Over your placing 2. And on this screen it says Game Over your placing 3, and we can click back to main menu and that will go back to the main menu. I also want to modify the main menu slightly. I think it's a little bit ugly, so let's open up the main menu. And I don't know, there's not really a lot that I know to do here, but if we type in sky, we can drag a sky sphere into the map. And this will kind of at sunset and the level, and you know, we can do some stuff like this as well if we really want to. And in the main menu, if we open up Widget Blueprint main menu, you can see that I add a background. In fact, I don't even add a background. If we play the main menu, you can see now it says Battle Royale, but it's actually got the sunset in the background. So you can do some things like that as well. Let's open up main menu as well, and I'm just going to move this down a little bit. This really doesn't need to be so far up, so that'd look a little bit better in the game now. So when I hit play, you can see it's sort of more centered. So that just, I don't know, in my opinion that looks a little bit nicer. You could actually add a ton of different stuff. I mean, you could drag some spheres in and drag some, I don't know, some guns or something in and make the main level look cool. But I'm just not going to bother. The main point is to show you how to make games. But if you want, feel free to decorate this stuff on your own. The first way that I'm going to add some real polish to the game is if you go to the marketplace and search for landscape backgrounds. This is a project that is permanently free, so it will always be free. You don't need any money to pay for it, and after you go buy, you won't be charged or anything. It'll say free. Click on add to project and then select your project and then hit OK, and it will import these landscapes into the project. Once you've done that, go ahead and go into Photo R Backgrounds, Maps, and there are a ton of maps in here that you can use. So you can really choose what sort of map you want. Let's try Showcase Mountain 1. These are all just showcase maps. You could even set up your own, but the pack comes with a bunch of pre-set up ones, so I figure we'll just use that. So here is our Showcase Mountain. It is going to need to compile some shaders, so we will be right back when that's finished. Okay, so now that the shaders are done, I'm going to go ahead and click on this little template and just get rid of it. And so this is kind of what our map's going to look like. It's going to be this little bit in the middle here. So we'll go ahead and search the classes up here, or you could even just search the content folder for safe zone, and we'll drag in our safe zone. And I'm going to set the radius of my safe zone to be maybe 70,000, just to make sure it really wraps around the entire map. And then we could go ahead and put some player starts somewhere. It's really up to you where you want to put the player starts. I might not even make a starter island in this case. I might actually just put my my starter points just somewhere in the level. So we'll go ahead, and if you had more time, you would definitely make a little island and put your player starts on the island, but we can get away with just putting them in the level if we really want. And it's up to you to get some buildings and really customize this and make it your own. But just to show you how you would do that, I'm just going to drag like a box in, and we'll set the box's scale to be like 30. And we'll drag a cone in, and we'll set its scale to be 30. We'll just make some big shapes. You can see how this would pan out. So we'd put like some buildings in the map and stuff like that. But if you go to World Settings, now if you don't have World Settings, go to Window and then click World Settings. And then for your game mode override, go ahead and click on BR game mode. And when we jump into the game, you can see we're totally in the match. We probably shouldn't be so close to the edge of the world. We might be able to fix that up actually. Let's click on our landscape and we'll just move it up a little bit. Let's take our player starts as well, and we'll just move them so that they're not under the map anymore. There we go, that should work. So I'll hit play. And here we go, we're in the map. So this is just one level that is completely free for you to use. Obviously, if you were to get some level design skills, you could totally make your own map. But I'm just using this template here just to prove to you that we can totally get away with using a template. We'll go ahead and drop into the map. And here we go, we're now dropping into our Battle Royale map. And then it's up to you to customize it as well. So if we go to Blueprints, and we go to Pickups, and we drag some of the pickup spawners into the game. So pickup spawner, I might put a few pickups on top of this cube here. And we'll go ahead and start playing the game. If you have money to spend, there will be packs on the marketplace that include buildings and other things. Just because of the scope of this tutorial, I'm not getting into level design or anything like that. But yeah, if we drop from the plane, let's go ahead and see if there's some pickups on top of this big cube. And sure enough, here we go. We've found our first weapon in the game. We can take it. And obviously, you know, you can see how this would pan out if we had a better map. This is fairly plain, this map. Also, you will need to redo the process where you take a new screenshot of the map as well, but that's not too big of a deal. Just follow the steps that we did when we made our first map, but repeat them for the new map. So I thought we'd just do that. I just want to show you how you would go about adding a new level and a little bit of extra polish. But I think we're going to leave it there. In the next video, we're going to package our game for distribution. And I'll show you how to send it to your friends and start a game and play with a friend. So I'll see you guys in that lecture.